An increasing number of taxi-hailing companies have launched their services in Nigeria. However, it must be pointed out that these are mostly foreign-owned companies. The big question is, why has it been difficult for those owned by Nigerians to survive? Edward Essien, co-founder Holla Taxi, joins us to discuss some of these issues and how technology can improve the transport and logistics industry.
Tell me, why did you decide to go into transportation in this time and day?
Well, if you look at the trend in Nigerian society today, especially Lagos State, we have about 70 million Nigerians in Lagos State, and it's an average of one person to about 1,200, one car to 1,200 people. So, and a lot of cars were sitting down idle, taking the roads, and we're like, okay, why don't you convert your car into a profit center rather than let it sit down there after doing the traffic, and then you let it sit in the office when you can actually make money from that. So basically we looked at that model and we said, okay, let us try and see how we can make Nigerians earn more money with the asset that they have, which oftentimes die as a result of the wear and tear on the road. So basically that was one of the reasons why we had to look at that.
So you are trying to use technology to solve some issues in transportation?
Yes, technology.
Yeah, but some people have said that that may not scale if we don't have infrastructure correct. Do you agree?
No, I do not agree. Whether we like it or not, people transport themselves on a daily basis. And that's why if you look at what is happening today, a lot of people got into the Okada business and Keke Marawa business and all that. But basically the thing was not about discouraging anybody, because even the platform is that scalable to a point where you can even pick you on Okada and also on Keke Marawa, as the case would be. So it wasn't just about that.
Yes, so I'm wondering, young Nigerians who want to compete with the likes of Uber and Taxify, and you mentioned deep pocket, how do they go about it?
Yes, unfortunately, which is the truth, when you talk to investors, would-be investors, the only benchmark that they bring up today is Uber and Taxify. And the question is, before now, other transportation businesses had thrived in Nigeria. Tomorrow, up till tomorrow, they will still thrive in Nigeria. The number of vehicles that are plugged into Uber and Taxify platform still represents less than 7% of the number of vehicles that we have in Nigeria today, whether from the commercial angle or from the private angle. So it's a big market. It's not a market that you can muzzle people out. But unfortunately, the investors would rather look for those guys that already have that big pocket than to look for the average Nigerian that is actually trying to come into that space to play.
You say it's a big market, but I'm wondering, if purchasing power is low, would people have time to hail a taxi? They'd rather jump into a bus.
Yes, if you look at the taxi hailing business today, what we're trying to do is to actually bring it to that commodity level. But at the same time, not...
Is that possible, Edward?
Well, it is possible in the long run if you have the government looking into transportation system in Nigeria. It's unfortunate, but it is very possible. Because the reason why it is like this right now is because the cost of maintenance of the vehicles for the drivers, which is actually our own focus, more of our focus, because our platform is actually more about the drivers. You can't come and tell the driver to take somebody from Lekki to Surulere for 500 naira. How much is he going to buy fuel? He runs into traffic, what happens? And which is actually one of the problems that they have with all the other platforms, because trying to stifle them into that makes them do not want to do that. And that's why most of them these days, rather than stay on the platform, they go offline. And we're saying, no, don't go offline. There are a lot of other freebies that we can hang out and push to you to make you stay in business.
Do you think we should go the channel model, where channel literally blocks any other person from entering their country in order to support their own?
Well, not necessarily, because if you look at even Uber was sent out of China, at a point. But if you want to look at that, we're not saying that you should send people away. But what we're saying is that there should be proper oftentimes you maybe want to use the word acculturization, where you take a foreign culture and the local culture, you blend together for the thing. But indigenization is very, very important. It is extremely important. So we're saying